Back to Crown Falls, looking at our city in riots and fires from time to time, but other than that, it's looking rather peaceful on the streets. We do lack some building materials right now, and yeah, we do need to hurry up because in the last episode the tension has risen quite a bit, and for that we are already also building up our fleet with the second ship of the line, Lord Algernon it's called, and it is also now here in the open seas. So I'm going to transport this one probably somewhere over here to protect my other islands that we have. We do have still 2 more islands available there, and there is Bente coming in. Yes, she's also now entering Cape Trelawney, probably going to settle on this island here. I will not be able to really do something against that. We're down to 73 influence. Every island costs me 20 influence, and we do need influence for further expansion and now for harbor defenses. So we cannot really settle on any other islands for now because I'm out of currency. Now, speaking about my New World defenses, we do have now my sea cucumber on its way to the New World. In the New World itself, there's something also happening. We have the brick production now up and running and the rum production. Both of them we are going to need now. So the first thing I would like to do is with my brick production, my starters, we're going to build a second one. We're down to 350 brewers, but that is still possible. Right over here, yeah, we do have the connection for that. Let's go ahead with the next clay pit. 2 brick factories then, and a warehouse that we can add then into this tiny cutie area as well. There we can make the connection and complete to my industrial zone. And let's build this one right away as well. As we can see, rather down on our brewers now. That's of course because also my rum production is now finally starting up with producing around 8 rum. Now with 8 rum, I'm actually not that happy because we will constantly continue expanding Crown Falls. So let's just expand this by 2 more. Right, and with that, probably also going to get rid of one of my sawmills now because we're not producing, or we're not needing that much timber anymore, and we're going to cap on that anyway, and I can use the lumberjack hut for any kind of surplus. Let's also upgrade the trading post in Martinez right away, leading to more hit points so it can take more hits, and also to 75 tons more storage capacity, doubling essentially its storage capabilities. As expected, Bente is not fooling around. She's really going for this island here. I mean, it's I think the last bigger one that we have. There might still be something hidden here, another hidden gem. Let's have a look at that, really. We do have schooners available. Let's just go for this as well. Let's just hope that we're not going to war with Bente anytime soon, because that island is kind of like in the center. Its harbor defenses will be that as well. However, this corridor should still be available to us then. Now for Lost Mill, I would like to continue because Lost Mill is going to be our industry island. Besides producing hops and fur for us, we're going to make some heavy industry on this island, and for that we still need to provide work cloth for it. This we can actually do right over here because we don't need that much space for it. So another warehouse then right away. I'm not going to export this from Crown Falls as I think that would be wasted, and let's go ahead with, let's say, 4 of them for now. That should be really fine already, and then we have those 4 sheep farms also attached to this right away, and I think we're going ahead with 2 of them for now for starters, because I don't think we are going to need more than that. With that, we will have then all the resources already. This is not primarily a money income island here, so schnapps I'm not going to worry about for now. The only thing we can still worry about is some more buildings. Let's actually continue with this one all the way into that area, so I do have my main road kind of like available, and then some more blocks over here with the remaining bit of timber that we have. Now I think meanwhile very good, sea cucumber has arrived in Martinez with lots of building materials and building resources, and what we can do now here is very important: the cannon tower. Look at that. One of that would cost me 10,000 credits. I can only afford 1 for now, really, and then it's out again. So let's just build it right somewhere here in the city center. It's going in the harbor center. It's going to boost my military score, of course, but it's also going to deplete my account there completely. Do we still have something we can sell? Yeah, we would have the mechanical loom that I really don't need that much, right? So let's go ahead and get us the mechanical loom, and yep, that's just a schooner. Let's get it over to Isabel Sarmento. Meanwhile, we can sell those things while the area is secure. How's it looking in the old world? Yeah. Miss Hunt is really going all out there with her military now. So she's really just having ship of the lines and royal galleons, it seems. And we should be able, yep, to also go for the next one. Now we could go for the next upgrade already, right? So the Royal Warship. The Royal Warship is having 500 more hit points, and it's doing essentially 13 DPS more. It's costing me also 100 credits more, but it is just a more powerful version of the ship of the line. So let's go ahead with this as well. Also costs me 10 tons more weapons, but we have enough weapons for now. And I would rely on ships for now for my defense, because ships don't cost me that much, to be honest. Than the harbor defenses. Now, how's it looking then in Lost Mill? The resources are coming in. The clay is coming in. We are using this one here not. I would like to do this now. With the clay pit. And then we will have the brick factories here as well. Just very important that we do this. This will now deplete my workers, but we will be able to upgrade them now anyway. And with that, we will get the workforce then in. Put this block there too. And yep, workflows is in. We will be able to upgrade soon. We do have enough materials again in Crown Falls, so I would like to continue with some further upgrades to workers and workers to artisans. Just because of the money, really. Because we do get some precious out of it. And we're sitting at 2.6 now. I think also what is happening is the beer is in. Yep, we got the first 10 tons of beer in my storage, and that means happy drinking. Let's unlock the beer for my artisans. This will boost our balance, so from 2.6, let's just look where it's going, and also my happiness, of course. Artisans are finally really happy, right? So with alcohol, life is changing quite a bit, and from 2.6, we are not finished yet. 2.6, we're going up to, yeah, almost 5,000 with the beer alone in the balance, and we'll just have the same boost even more with rum, because rum is also being consumed by my engineers then, and with that we will just be able to get more out of it. Wait a second, look at that. Beer for the workers is in. Ah yeah, alright, 25 happiness for the workers. I was misreading something there. Now with that, all is well, and I can now use then my clipper. Let's sell the loom for 5.6, 5.7. Sea cucumber to create the next trade route, and this one it's going from Martinez to Crown Falls. Let's just make sure that we are using the right trade route here, probably really at the edge of it. This is looking good. We could further bump it up there. I think this is even safer then, because yeah, we'll just see who is settling there. And here, let's use the outermost corner of the new world going out there. And Martinez, let's go ahead. We should have, alright, 150 tons already in. Let's just go crazy with this. And Sea Cucumber, you can be on this trade route now, which is going to be a very important trade route. And we're also going to group them right away. We don't have any groups yet, right? Let's create the New World group. And it's going to be called New World. So everything that has something to do with the New World is now here. And this one here, we can also move now to a new group. And this group we're going to rename then Trelawney, for example. So everything that is coming for Crown Falls and Trelawney in general, this region, right? So we can group it up, because as we know, we're going to see a whole bunch of trade routes. And with that, Sea Cucumber is now finally docking, taking a lot of rum in. 150 is barely scratching half of its capacities. We can go crazy here, and since we have the bricks, I would really like to go ahead with some depots then right away, as we do have a nice surplus production right now of rum. So let's go ahead and have some 2 depots at the moment that we can then use as well. This should lead to, yeah, 100 tons more storage, and that will be just what we need. Let's just make sure that the Sea Cucumber is delivering the rum, and I dictate when we can open it up for my people. I would like to build the next steelworks. We can afford it for now. We have 28,000 credits. That means I can also go ahead with the next cannon towers in Martinez. 2 more for 20,000 in addition. This should now be a nice defense that we have in Martinez. An upgraded trading post and those 3 cannons. And this will be just a basic defense, right? So that's why Loxa, for example, here that we have, I'm not defending yet, because it would just not work against the Royal Galleon itself. Meanwhile, Lost Mill finally has all the resources in, plus the timber. Let's go ahead and upgrade the people here to workers as well. With that, Lost Mill is becoming a port town. And we do get the also important workers. While we can, we should also work on my next production, which is the sewing machines. So we do need 2 around per minute at the moment. I'm totally using now all the coal and iron capacities that we have, so I will need to build another one. Let's build a coal mine, and right over here my next iron mine. This will lead me to 2 more furnaces that we probably will be able to just squeeze in here. Righto. And this, in return, will lead me to sewing machines. Now, they produce 2 steel per minute, and my sewing machine factory is producing every 30 seconds as well. So 1-to-1 ratio. And one of them would already be fine to supply my town with the sewing machines that we need. So let's go ahead and build 2 for now. And here, this is heavy industry, we definitely should work on on a fire station that I haven't built there yet. This is nice, I guess. There we have it now. And let's build it. First very big industry that we have. It's costing me quite a lot. And with that, let's also close it just for now, because I want to open it myself then at some point later. For the artisans. In Martinez, what we can do in the meantime is we can use all that space that we have in my well-defended island, and that would be for the cotton production. We have enough jornaleros, so I would definitely like to get this one on track. The reason why I'm not doing it in Loxa, because we still cannot defend this island, and this is just a placeholder here. We might lose it again, and then I need to reconquer it, but I'm certainly not building up industry while I can't properly defend the island. I would need at least 40,000 credits and 40 more tons of weapons before I can properly secure this, and that is not something I can do in the foreseeable future anyway. Let's have the cotton plantations really that we want, right? So that would be the cotton mill and the cotton plantation. Going to be quite space consuming, I think. And that is just one of them. And we're just going to take a whole bunch of them. Probably going to move them a bit further into this corner here. This is looking good. So that we can have a whole bunch of them next to each other. Very good. And this was actually fine using it. And that means we do need 1 cotton mill for every 2 plantations that we have. Means we would need around 6 of them. Let's place 8, so we do have some buffer for the future if I boost my cotton plantations. We also have, just conveniently enough, a clay pit close by that I can use as well then for further production of bricks that we need. And yeah, that's actually already it. The only thing I would like to check is how many fur coats we already need. I don't have the consumption even up yet. I think it would be, yeah, 2. Let's make it 6 as a maximum that we can count it for right now for my next production. And that would lead to 3 fur dealers, and that's 3 cottons that we do need per minute. That means 3 cotton mills really. That would be my maximum production at the moment that I need. And that would lead to 6 of these cotton plantations. Let's also have a fire station close by. That gives me some protection against those rowdies. Alright, what we can use is, I can use my rum trade route for that, right? Because the sea cucumber has quite a lot of capacity. And we just go ahead and have the cotton fabric then here in these slots. Actually, I think this one is not being used. Get rid of that and make it here. The one ship can take both of these resources now, either way. Let's just have a quick look at my opponents. They are far ahead of us at the moment, what I can see. Also, their defenses are crazy. Bente has a nice slick color to her ships. We'll see them often enough. For Crown Falls, I would like to prepare my next push of peasants, and for this, let's also start building those bridges over the riverlands that we have. This will cost me, yeah, 6,000 credits. Not cheap it is. And let's get this one all the way then to this harbor area here. So this is going to be an industry zone later on. Right now though, I'm just going to use it for some fisheries, because my main harbor is of course already rather dense. I think this one, is it possible? No, it's not possible because of the cliffs here. So this is always something that is a bit of a problem there. We could make it like this. Also not possible. This is possible then. Let's just build all 4 of them. Not to the end of the world, price-wise. I can then also go ahead. I mean, we're sitting at 4,000 on the balance right now. So what I can do is I'm going to also massively boost my production of road cloths here with 4 each. 4 sheep farms and 4 framework knitters. So we'll have that fire station here in the center as well. And we also will boost our schnapps production. Let's build 3 more potato farms and 3 more schnapps distilleries. With that production has reached its capacity. But, and that's a huge but, I can continue with my next city expansion. So we do have more space here. There's this tiny road that we have, more or less, that goes into this area. And there we have the bigger road then. Right, so they're probably going to merge then somewhere here. And we can just have more houses now in this area.
Ship constructed.
I'll admit, your people are willing to fight.
You do what you have to protect your own.
And yeah, there we have it once more, and we are now really close then to my first wood production, right? But for now, we shouldn't worry about that. Let's build the whole district at once. And we are also now very close then to the riverlands, as I like to call it. So these islands here with the rivers, there's probably going to be then a road over there, creating smaller villages that are scattered on the islands. For Crown Falls, we continue also with the normal expansion in this area. So that's the main avenue that we should not forget. And I'm just going to, yeah, have more buildings than right here. So since this is a pretty dense area, I could also just go crazy with that, right? This is going to be deep city space. We could do it either like that. Yeah, also with special entrances then perhaps on that side here to mix it up a bit. And the same thing on the other side. Like so. So. And so there's going to be huge buildings here. And then we have this whole area still that I would like to probably keep available for now. There's the avenue. So we're just going to have a crossing to the other side. And then we just continue here with more normal blocks then that we could have. Like these guys here. And there we are once again with the whole expansion of this site here. Now you may wonder what I'm doing with these road layouts that we can see in these blocks of houses there. Well, this is going to be our railway system through the city later on, because this time, as I said, I would like to separate the railways from the main avenues. The main avenues are not going to have trains anymore like in my last Megacity playthrough. We're rather using these corridors here of single house buildings that I'm going to delete again at some point, and together with this one here create a nice small dedicated 2-lane railway system through the city. That is for later though. We have lots of timber and we have the production ramped up, so let's go ahead and have us the next houses then finished. So this whole row we can have, and these buildings here as well. As Crown Falls is also now moving into that side of the city, or of the island I should say. And since we have the money, let's also finish at least some of those dirt road networks through the city, increasing readability a bit. Lost Mill we should not neglect. I do need more workforce. I'm going to continue with using the timber that we have to continue upgrading the remaining farmers that we have. I'm using still some of them. Of course, I need some of them for the hops plantations, but the rest will then work in my factories. And we can then, of course, also go ahead here with just finish this block there, and then we can continue with the next houses. Just here. And also here. I don't have timber for everything yet, but we will just continue as we have then the resources. Fishes and work cloth still fine. Nothing I need to worry about. Also, very, very cool. We got the first royal warship out in all its glory. A nice tier 4 fighter. Has no other skins available, I'm afraid, but it's a royal warship, so it should be golden, right? The next one is already being commissioned and in construction, and I can continue with the third one, right? So we got 2 more of them coming out, each one of them costing me quite a bit. Also maintenance costs, so we should really be careful of not overspending that. Do we have rum in? Yes, we have the first rum in, and by the way, I also have everything available so that we can upgrade our trading post here in Crown Falls. Ta-da-dum! To a large trading post now with 100 tons more storage capacity, more hit points, and of course a deeper hole in my pocket. Level 36 also with 14,000 people now, and I will probably then just like to go ahead with using the remaining of my building materials to upgrade a few more bunches here in Crown Falls. We are going to see lots of farmers now moving in. A bit more timber. There you go. And also, very important for my pockets, let's open up the rum. And as we can see, this should really go up now. Oh, beer is out, is that right? Yep, we are not producing enough beer anymore, so there it is already. My next very expensive expansion that I need to have over there. We are down to 10,000, so I will probably not really be able to afford too much here. Probably 2 grain farms only, 1 mold house, and yeah, 2 breweries, but that's really it. I cannot afford more than that. We're down to 5k again. Money is going to continue to be a problem. I'm just waiting for a bit of timber. There it is for that next warehouse that we have then. This should now lead though to a nicer balance then again as both of them stabilize, right? And the rum is in as well, as we can see. Beer is just a bit of a problem, but I'm pretty sure it goes up to 5k then with all of that. Haha, this is always fun. Another huge block that we can build. Most of the buildings here with 122 tons of timber. And breathing life into this whole area. With that really beautiful ocean view. By the way, there is an island over there that we haven't discovered yet. I thought I would have all of them here already. So let's go ahead and continue with my exploration. With my oyster catcher clipper. Was one of my first ones. Still proudly presents itself with the banner of the cat.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Where is that? That is Bente right here. So she will be in the path between the New World trade routes. We just need to make sure of that. We consider it once we go to war with her. 2 propaganda only would be fine, as this one here is a good touch for us. And I'm happy with the happiness there. What's going on? We should have enough beer by now in again. Yeah, 4,000. Still not totally stable. The breweries start their work though. It should come in. And about a lost
Ship
mill.
under attack.
Oh. That is just the pirate here.
New commission.
Saying hello to my rum trader. 250 tons of rum in. We still not have enough storage capacity for all of that. And 80 tons of cotton
People
fabric
are
are
happy
waiting
to
for
work hard
delivery.
when they know what they're working.
Yeah, we'll probably need to bump up my storages there. There you go. So we can store all the rum in the world.
Ready for a
And you will probably... Yeah, you should have enough capacity, right? Let's wait it out. There you go. Yep, 250 tons of rum are also being delivered now. Another new production for Lost Mill will be my fur coats. Let's have a road going all the way down here. And we have lots of forest area out here in the wilderness. Go ahead. Because the cotton fabric will be coming in now soon, right? And then we only need the fur. And with that, we can start with the first hunting cabins here. They don't require that much space around them. For forest buildings, I mean. And then we can just place them here. Towards the main island, or towards the main road. And we do need 3 of the fur dealers early on. And that would lead to 6 hunting cabins. So I reverse my saying that they don't require that much space. Because obviously we're going to need a lot of them. I have a warehouse here. That's a bit better. And there we also have a bit more room. For these guys, right? 6 of them we would need. They're though very cheap when it comes to their maintenance costs. So 3 here and 3 here. Starting our production with that, consuming some farmer workforce, but that is fine. We do have the hops trade route. That is still a schooner. I would like to replace this now with Audacious. So this is the Royal Clipper that we have in the area. Let's get rid of the schooner and replace it with saying more hops, please. But also at the same time now furs. Just going to get everything over for Crown Falls. And you can go home with the last 33 tons. And then you can retire. Let's not be idle though and wait for this ship to arrive. We can continue with more houses because in Lost Mill, of course, we do need workforce for all the factories that we are planning here. And the oil that we have up there, we just need to make sure that they are then being transported to an oil harbor. So we do need to leave some room there as well. Build them. How's my consumption rates looking? Yeah, getting close now. Oh, and work cloth is definitely negative. I'm going to bump my production up here just a tiny weeny bit. Oh no. Is that in Crown Falls? It is in Crown Falls. We got the first sickness. This will cost me a hospital and this will cost me lots of coin. There we have it. We can afford it though, and we do have the space for it. So let's go ahead and have our first hospital right here somewhere. That is now tending to the sick. All prepared, as I like to say. So far so good. Stay tuned.